Hey, what's up, long drivers? Welcome to Smash Factor. Look at this. You got the old heads in the studio today. This is Jeff Gilder. I'm sitting in for Alex Wober. He's here in the studio, not feeling too great, but got KP in from the studio up in Virginia. KP, welcome to Smash Factor, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again, right? So always good to get the two of us back on here, talk a little bit of long drive this week.
I forgot how to do this. Let me, but let's thank our sponsors, Yingling Breweries. Thank you so much for you guys for what you do for us. Sonesta Hotels, Buzz Clear, 1764 Apparel, Tech. 4 yards more coming on board. We've got Catalyst on board. We got Perfect Hands, Shark Attack Golf, and one of our newest T-Claw. Did I say Buzz Clear? I can't remember if I did.
Yep.
If I didn't, I said Buzz Clear twice. So, hey, could we have them write a second check since I mentioned their name twice? Anyway, KP, good stuff, man. Big week for news for the sport of long drive. Happy to get into that. Hey, let's talk about this sponsorship for a minute. The value from being involved with Ultimate Long Drive and the value that those sponsors bring to our hitters. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, so it's been really this last month, we've been busy, right? Behind the scenes. If we keep going on this rate, we're going to need a bigger set. So just to let you know, you might need a bigger set here. I mean, like I said, Groove was another one, crazy comfortable insoles there. But big thanks to John at T-Claw. And, we're going to start doing some segments on this show as well with, kind of tech talk type stuff, getting Moby in, talking about new shafts, getting T-Claw on. They have new things in the works, right? I mean, it's proven to be one of the best. I mean, I got, packs sitting everywhere, right? Those lanyards, they're upgrading lanyards in these things now, for people that have been stretching them too tight and maybe snapping a few. But, to the baseball side of things, T-Claws everywhere. I mean, you're seeing different uses for these things. And now as a member, 35% off, right?
Yeah.
ULD 35, go order yourself some T-Claws. I mean, I practice with these in the dojo all the time. Alignment aids, path angles, everything. You can string these things up. They're just really great product. Not to mention if you're, hitting with us, with anyone on turf, these things are great. They work great on grass. And getting into just the value of the membership is phenomenal this year. We just keep building, right? Sonesta Hotels comes on, and that discount code that we used in Dallas is good for all of our members everywhere and anytime, not just at our tour stops or league events or anything else. If you guys are going on vacation, use that code, stay at Sonesta, right? They're giving that discount worldwide to all their hotels at any time for us. And then if you're out there, kind of partying, hanging out, all that good stuff, and you want to wake up with a clear head in the morning, bang, right? Telling you, those supplements are amazing. They work really well after drinking all night, pounding some Yinglings back. Like it really helps you think clear in the morning.
If you're like me, if you get 2 beers deep, it's a good idea.
Yes, absolutely. Take 3 of those and you'll be good to go the next day. But another big one, which I know is a little bit of a process for all of our members, right? I sent out that email. I need you to fill out that form consenting that we can kind of send your info over to get things logged in for Perfect Hands. And I'm telling you, I haven't been more excited about a training aid ever. I mean, this thing is not only building strength and speed, but if you have any little swing fault coming over the top, maybe even dumping it too far under, this thing is bringing you on path, perfect hand path, accelerating your hands. And you're training both sides with this system. So somebody might have seen some of the posts I made yesterday. I started hitting balls left-handed, got to 110 miles an hour and 163, 164 ball speed, left-handed, right? I mean, it's just an amazing thing to hop in there, put the belt on, takes you 5 minutes, right? Do it every day. And it's been amazing results on the golf course. And then, of course, just hitting bombs with it, just amazing. So, yeah, like I said, our membership has just created this huge value, I mean, and maybe some people might have forgotten that signed up early, but get back on there. We got discounts on everything, you know. I mean,
absolutely.
especially with Shark Attack, the new equipment that's out. The UAP shaft won 12 divisions in my league by itself last weekend.
Hey,
Right?
let me
I mean,
say
it's
this about that that UAP shaft. I got mine and put it in, and suddenly, first few swings, my spin rate came way down. I straightened the thing up. I started hitting a much tighter dispersion with it. I don't know what's in that shaft, but dude, that thing for people that swing slow like me, it works even for me.
yeah. No, I mean, it's across the board. I mean, I looked over at our event here in the Mid Atlantic, and I see Alex on the tee box, my son there, and he's got my UAP at 48 swinging the thing, and just starts piping it, and I'm going, I wouldn't have put you in a 48-inch shaft, but hey, whatever. It's amazing. It works for everybody. You got little kids swinging it all the way up, like you said, even into the 70 plus. Pops was hitting it too. I mean, you got, big guys like Alan Peaks of the world that are swinging it. I mean, it's really good when you get that thing timed up, and it's got a little extra WTF technology in that one.
I love the WTF technology. If you're not familiar with it, look it up.
Yeah. So, and of course, all of our yardages all year being read back at just amazing rates with that Tech rangefinder. That thing's just a phenomenal piece of glass. If you're out on the golf course, like, get yourself one. It is really good.
I've got to tell you how clear it is. The first time we looked through it, I could take the older version rangefinder that we had, won't mention their name, and I could tell that a truck 370 yards away had a tag on the front of it. I could read the tag with the Tech.
Yeah. It's just amazing technology they have in that. And of course, big thanks 1764 outfitting us at all the tour stops there. Just great clothing. Like, I mean, that's short par 4 for everybody, that we kind of used to do a member deal with. And we're working on some stuff to, even outfit Worlds and everything else this year with them, and kind of bringing that back in for everybody, maybe even into next season. So, like I said, just a big thing, when you get that membership, it's not just to come hit with us. We're trying to provide the best value out there, in sports for that. So, and to segue into that, with our membership now, you're going to hear some big news this week, possibly as early as tomorrow, between us and World Long Drive. So there's some big news. Kind of stay tuned with that. We're prepping an announcement for tomorrow. Hopefully that goes out tomorrow, but some big things coming as far as getting qualified for World Championships on both sides.
Very cool. Good stuff, KP. Good stuff. Let me get into, and you can talk about any of these you want to. I'm going to talk about results from this past weekend, KP. So we had three events. We were out down at Morongo Golf Club at Tequette Canyon for the SoCal League, and Jaron White won the Open Men's Division with a drive of 352. Lynn Ray took the Men's 60 Division, a drive of 285. James Ray took the Valor Division with a drive of 291. You can tell when the wind is not behind you at Tequette.
No, they had a crazy headwind. I saw some of the posts on that. Lynn had taken a few videos, so those are long balls into that headwind. Those were they'd be really long had it turned the other way.
And on the Pro Division, Brian J. That's his name, guys. That's what he put in his tour card. Brian J. Not J-A-Y, just J. Took the Open Men's Pro Division with a drive of 331. And again, that's huge in that wind. Brian J. took the Men's 40 Pro at 287. And Brian J. took the Men's 45 Pro at 316. Lynn Ray took the Men's 60 Pro at 295. Nice. So that's what we got there for Morongo. I'm going to do Minnesota, Iowa next, because we're going to do Gauntlet after that, and you might have something to say about Gauntlet since you were there, I heard. At the Minnesota, Iowa League, the Spring Bombs there, Adam Sauter took the Men's 35 Division with a drive of 302. Ken Doobie, took the win with the Men's 50 at a drive of 263. Scott with Horn, Men's 55 with a drive of 242. And that takes us down to your neck of the woods, KP. You had a cool event there at the Gauntlet this past weekend, hitting on the grid. Notice that you moved that to the left side. Last time I was up there, you were hitting off the right side of the range. Alex Porter takes the U13 boys with a drive of 188. Lindsay Bartell, Open Women, 236. Kevin Porter, strange guy, men's 35, 315. Lindsay Bartell, again, the women's 35 at 226. Jennifer White, women's 40 at 220. Kevin Porter, again, men's 45, drive of 315. Jennifer White, again, women's 45, 239. Ulysses White, men's 50 with a drive of 300. Then Elizabeth O'Reilly in the women's 50 had a drive of 220 for the win. Ulysses White, again, in the men's 55, took the win with a drive of 278.9. Mike Porter, Papa Porter, men's 70 with a drive of 226. And then we get into the pro division. Corey Garvey wins the Open Men's Pro Finals with a drive of 325. Terry Kirkland, men's 50 Pro, 302. And then Terry Kirkland, Valor Pro, 280. It's interesting when Alan Peak was taken out there. Always a good show for Alan, coming up second to Corey Garvey. He had a good event. Yeah.
So big congrats to Corey. So he's brand new this year. Just started with us last month at Woodridge, and I think that was a little bit of a buzzsaw going to that one, right? You had Scotty Pierman, you had Brandon Rothweiler, Alan Peak, Matt Bowen. You had a lot of big guys that he came into in that first event, and that's an eye opener there, right? So to come back next month and then take down Alan in some really tough conditions, we had same kind of deal. It was a headwind and probably the wettest I've ever seen the Gauntlet. Balls were plugging, big shout out to Pops working the grid there, finding those balls, because, there were some where he was, having to dig them out of the ground. So, yeah, always a really good event. Said some of those balls, especially for the women, was tough. They're landing kind of in that uphill in soggy conditions. They just weren't getting any roll. It was just a big carry contest all day.
Yeah, that grid slants down right to left considerably.
Yep.
And on a dry day, you can get some run out there, but not this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not this time. But, yeah, the Gauntlet's looking great. So new T-line was installed. That you kind of noticed that maybe from the live stream if you caught it.
Yep.
But so there's a whole new grass T-line there. So we stay to the left to allow the members and everybody of the public to still hit on the right, use the practice facility and everything there.
Yeah, big thanks to the Gauntlet for putting up with us. Let's get into the schedule, KP. We've got some big news about another special event. We'll hold that for last, all right? But we're going to go through the May and June events. Guys, keep in mind, you go to ultimatelyongdrive.com, click on schedules. The schedules tab, the main calendar has everything on it. You can filter it down to see the North American Tour. You can even go into each league and look at the schedules in each league, but I'm going to go through all of them here through June for you. So coming up May 18th, that weekend, we have 3 events. The first one is the Mid-Atlantic North at the Top Dog Drives at 11 a.m. That's Top Dog Golf Center at 11 a.m. on the 18th. And then again on the 18th, Mountain Madness in the Western Carolinas League. 4U Driving Range, 1 p.m. Western Carolinas League, 4U Driving Range, 1 p.m. Keep in mind, too, you can play any of these with your tour card. Doesn't matter which league you're in, or if you're not in a league, you can play these league events. Again on May 18th at 1 o'clock, Miller Golf Center in the Western Pennsylvania League with Steve Bressler getting things going there. Southern Alabama with Victor Milan, time 1 p.m. May 25th at the Dothan Driving Range. May 25th, 1 p.m. in Dothan. Gets us into June, KP. We've got Texas Hunting 400 at the ranch. Good name. June 1st, 10 a.m. at the Golf Ranch. Richardson, it says. Cody getting things going on. Check that out. You can find addresses and things like that by going through the event calendar. That's the Central Texas League. Again on June 1st in Michigan at 11 o'clock at the Tap-Ins Range, KP, where we had the Mission opener up there with Charlie and Michael getting things going there. The Michigan League is in full swing. That's going to be a huge, huge league. Lots of interest up there in Michigan. Then also on June 1st, back to Western PA, Miller Golf Center at 1 p.m. June 1st, Western PA, Miller Golf Center at 1 p.m. Then June 8th, Minnesota, Iowa, at the Bertram Chain of Lakes Regional Park, 10 a.m. with Adam Sauter running things there in Minnesota Iowa League. That's June 8th. And again on June 8th, the East Coast Classic, I can't speak, North American Tour Stop at the Woodridge Farm Brewery. Everything starts at 10 a.m. KP, let's stop there just a minute and talk about that. I think this is going to be a pretty good-sized event. We're getting some calls from people asking for information. So what do you think that's going to look like?
So I truthfully think this is probably going to be, well, this year so far, it'll definitely be probably the largest to date. It could possibly even be one of the biggest qualifiers we've ever seen. We mentioned some news earlier, right? That's coming. Actually just got an update on that. The social media announcement will be next week. But stay tuned to hear a little bit of stuff about WLD and everything with this event as well. So, and we have a lot of commitments, verbal commitments from a lot of the top hitters from all over, all of our guys, as well as theirs, looking to kind of go head to head here at the East Coast. And then, of course, Woodridge Farm, the brewery. I mean, if you haven't been out to one of the events that we've run there, just, like I said, our league events, we've kind of done a few, but it's probably the largest grid on the East Coast. I mean, it's 700 yards long, and it's in a beautiful setting. We're up in the mountains. They got everything there. This venue is just primed for a large event like this. We got 2 outdoor tiki bars, right? There's beach volleyball. There's, cornhole events. They got dart events. They're going to run a concert after the event as well. And we're also looking, I'll throw it out there now for everybody listening, looking to do maybe even type of a pro-am that evening, kind of deal. Just a straight cash thing, pro and am's getting teamed up, doing some long ball stuff there afterwards, just kind of throw it out, see who's interested in that. But just looking to make it an all-night thing and really have a blast with the East Coast there. And, huge thanks to Moby Shark Attack Golf being number one behind the East Coast Classic for years now.
Emphasis on fun and Moby Shark Attack and everything. Woodridge Farm Brewery, that starts at 10 a.m. on June the 8th. I'll be there. Cool stuff. Summer kickoff at Sweet Heat in Utah with Dylan Fay running things 11 a.m. June 8th. Utah League getting going out there. Check it out, Sweet Heat with Dylan. June 15th, the Western PA Summer kickoff, 1 p.m. at Miller Golf Center. Steve Bressler, 1 p.m., Miller Golf Center, June 15th. Then back to Western Carolina, June 22nd, 1 p.m. at Partee, the home of the World Championship with Moby Matt Ellenberg running things for Western Carolina. Again, that's 1 p.m. June 22nd at Partee. If you want to get a chance to hit on the World Championship grid, that's a good way to do it. Then another North American Tour stop coming up right after that, June 27th. We'll be in Leon, Mexico, June 27th through the 30th, getting things started there on the 27th at 1 p.m. at Parque Metropolitano de Leon, Mexico. That's my Spanish. Luis Corona can keep you straight on that. We made that part of we sanctioned that event as part of the North American Tour series. So if you need a good vacation, come with us to Leon. I'll be there. KP, you'll be there too.
Added purse event as well for all the pros out there. They put extra money into the purse. So,
yep.
Getting into some of that too, if you look at it, just if it was a 16-person field, winners are already going to take away over $2,000. For that, they've added another couple thousand into that purse. So, good little payday and a vacation down to Mexico for all the pro hitters that want to come out, or even the amateur guys that want to sign up, get into that and test the waters down at, like 7,000 foot elevation or whatever we're at.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun time down there in Mexico.
We should see some big numbers out of that for sure. Then we go back to Michigan on the 29th of June at 11 a.m. at Tap Ins. Charlie and Michael running things again for the Michigan League. Then we go to Texas, back to the Rim on July the 6th at 10 a.m. at the Rim Golf Academy. It's where it all began there in Texas at the Rim. Cody will treat you right. Go down and check him out. Then we're back to another North American Tour stop after that, KP, with July the 13th at the Connecticut ULD Northern Qualifier at Chris Cody's golf range. 9 a.m. We're going to start things off there July the 13th. KP and Brian will be running things there. I've been there. I was there a few years ago, held an event. The WLD guys have been there. First time back for us in a while there is ULD running this thing. That should be another really good event, KP.
That has the potential to even be bigger than the East Coast. I mean, I think we just kind of keep the ball rolling there. That's another added purse event, right? So we have guaranteed money going into July 13th, thanks to Chris up there. So yeah, definitely looking forward to get up into that north range. Should be a little nicer weather in the summer up there too. So be good.
So while I'm in it, I'm just going to continue through these July events. And folks, there may be events added, from some of these, especially the East Coast. I run the Coastal Carolinas group, and I'll be adding 4 more events to the calendar starting in June. I've asked for dates at Sandpiper Bay. They've verbally said, yeah, we'll have you. I just don't have the confirmation on the dates yet, but you should always go back and keep checking the calendar because we're adding events all the time. But let's go to Minnesota, Iowa, July 13th at 10 a.m. at the Bertram Chain of Lakes Regional Park. Adam Sauter again taking us there. July the 13th, again, the Red, White, and Long Drive, Sweet Heat Golf Center in Utah. Dylan Fay running things there. July 13th, 11 a.m. at Sweet Heat. Thank you, Dylan. Back to Western Carolina. No, that's Western PA. July 13th, same weekend, 1 o'clock, Miller Golf Center, Steve Bressler and the Western Carolina people. July 13th, 1 o'clock. Back to Michigan, 2024 Bombs, 11 a.m. at Tap Ins. Charlie and Michael running things there July the 20th. Then 2024, you've got a 2BD Mid-Atlantic South. Is that a venue 2BD on that one, KP? What's the deal on it?
Yes, I've been in talks with a new venue here in the Mid-Atlantic. So we're trying to work things out there and make sure we can kind of have the event at that place. If not, I always have the ones to fall back on. We can always go to the Gauntlet again, Arundel, or anywhere there. So just kind of keeping that one in the air. I'd like to land the new venue just to try it out. So we'll see where that goes.
And so that's July 20th at 1 p.m. Keep checking back. We'll update you on that venue in the next Smash Factor, whenever that's determined. July 20th at Southern Alabama, Dothan Range again. Victor Milan getting things going at 1 p.m. Then July the 27th, another North American Tour stop, KP, in Ohio at 11 a.m. at the Golf Center at Sports Ohio. It should be another good – there's a lot of interest in this event. That should be a good qualifier, World Championship qualifier.
Yeah, these, like I said, the last 3 tour stops for us here just in the U.S., talking about the U.S. stops are I think, going to be huge. And especially, like I said, once the announcement kind of goes out and everything with, this new stuff that we've been working on, could just add to the field, which then adds to the purse. So it's going to be worth everybody's while to wind up coming out, hitting these last couple tour stops, getting qualified for the World Championships. So looking forward to those. Can't wait to get back to Ohio, especially with Sam and them up there. It's been really good. She's been talking about getting food trucks and everything else out there this year, and just continuing to grow that event.
So getting into the league championships, let's talk about this a minute. You can play these league championships as a tour if you want to. Doesn't matter if it's your league or not. You can go play these events. They're World Championship qualifiers. You can use this event to increase your points to help you get into the Worlds, or increase your purse, your money stuff to help you get into Worlds. If you win the event, the league championship, you're automatically in. So come play those. Minnesota League Championship is August 10th at 10 a.m., Bertram Chain of Lakes. And check that one out. The Texas League Championship is August 10th at the Rim Academy in San Antonio, 10 a.m. Start for that with Cody and the guys there. And then again, August 10th, Battle in the Valley, Sweet Heat, Utah out there with Dylan Fay, 11 a.m., August 10th for that. And then the Mid-Atlantic South League Championship is again August 10th, 1 p.m. at Woodridge Farm Brewery. The Coastal Carolina League Championship, pretty sure this is going to be at Sandpiper Bay, August 10th at 1 p.m. I'll get that confirmed here shortly. But we're going to have 2 or 3 more events before that, probably also at Sandpiper Bay. The 2024 Western PA League Championship, 1 p.m. at Miller Golf Center, August 10th, 1 p.m. Miller Golf Center. That's a big weekend. Then August 16th, KP, you're going to Canada for the Kevin Bleakhorn Memorial Bash for cash and the Canadian ALD Championship. That's August 16th through the 18th, starting at 8 a.m. at the Big Golf Academy. Anything you want to say about that, bud?
Yeah, we can touch on that one too a little bit. So we started this last year, and raising money for the Blankhorn Memorial thing and everything. It's just phenomenal venue. Bob out there at the Big Golf Academy, it's an awesome spot. Edmonton's great. I love flying in there. The people are great. Leduc Brewing, there's a bunch of stuff going on with that. So there's most likely, welcome party is Friday night, I believe. Saturday's going to be the pro division stuff, and this is a huge purse. This was an invitation only for that event. So if you did not get an invitation, there is a link to sign up for a limited field beforehand to get into this big cash event. So we got 16 guys that we'll take, and we're going to run our normal kind of tour stop field, 3 sets all the way down to the finals. And top 2 guys are going to get in to this big cash event. And you're going to get to hit against the best of the best for a lot of money.
That's the last North American tour stop too.
Yep.
So back August 17th, the Michigan League Championship, 11 a.m. at Tap Ins. Charlie and Michael at Tap Ins. You got to check that place out. It's awesome. If you didn't see the event we did up there a few weeks ago, wonderful facility. Then also on August 17th, the Western Carolinas League Championship is at Partee, 1 p.m. August 17th, 1 p.m. Partee. Another shot at looking at the World Championship grid there. August 31st, Sweet Heat Golf and Long Drive Range with Dylan Fay at 11 a.m. That's the Utah League Championship for the Sweet Heat facility there. And then we got the World Championship September 25th through the 28th. But wait, there's more.
There's more. So we can confirm it today.
Yep.
We've been behind the scenes working on this thing for a while. The ideas finally kind of come together. So October 12th, we will be in Wisconsin, and that will be at Rolling Meadows Golf Club. And they are shutting down a hole there. We are doing this not only just to raise money, but it is an all-star invitational event. So what that means, in order to get qualified for this is going to be for amateurs only. Okay, this is not a pro field event. This will be the top amateurs from everywhere. So we are going to hold our top 4 in our world rankings, our top 4 in every division at the World Championships. All league winners, all league championship winners will be eligible to come and hit in this event. So this, like I said, October 12th. And what we're doing for let me get it now. I'm going to mess this up, but the Fond du Lac High School, if my wording's correct there, but it's the Cardinals Boys and Girls Golf Program that we're raising money for. So this is not only just a charity event, we're highlighting all the all-stars, all the top people from any amateur side anywhere. So this is Canada as well, all the top amateur Canadian hitters from their rankings, any Japan hitters, anybody from any of the countries. Send us your world rankings. Your top amateurs are all going to be eligible to come and hit here. A portion of the entry fee is going to go to raise money for the Boys and Girls program there. And then also another twist, but a portion of the entry fee is going to go back as cash prizes for these top amateurs. So you need to get out there, get competing, get yourself into these top 4s, win your leagues. But that's how you're going to get there. October 12th is going to be that event. We don't have a start time or anything on that. Still, nailing all that down. But that one's going to be fun.
One of the cool things about that, KP, we see it all the time. We see people that qualify for the World Championship and end up not being able to go. This is an opportunity. if you're ranked and you didn't get a chance to play there, you got a shot at this All-Star event. And this is a world caliber. I mean, this is a major event. The best amateurs in the world are going to be there. And it's an all-star event, raising money, great cause up there. Really happy to do this type of special event after the World Championship and actually before the 2025 season starts. We're going to have some special considerations there for 2024 tour card holders and people getting new 2025 tour cards. So I think we've covered all the bases on making this a really cool event and something we want to do more of going down the road.
Yeah. So we're, like I said, we're extending the tour card through that event. We're actually going to run a little event that is going to be open to the public there. So we're inviting all the community out there in Wisconsin to come out, try long drive type thing. We're going to be offering tour cards to the top spots for 25 for them. Like I said, that's all. That one will be 100% going to charity. So that money raised there. And then, like I said, then we'll kick into this ULD All-Star Invitational. And like I said, this is open to everybody out there. This will be the top amateurs on WLD rankings, ULD rankings, European long drive rankings, LDJ rankings, Canadian rankings, everyone, all the top amateurs I'd like to see in October for this kind of big chance to compete for cash for all the top amateurs in case you guys are toying with the idea of, graduating, moving up into the pro series for next season. This is going to be a perfect way to kind of test your ability against the top amateurs, see where you're at there. Like I said, just provide more opportunities and it'll all be live on Wingding.
That's really cool, KP. And again, that's open to any country that's in the long drive business. If you want to be part of it, just let us know if we didn't mention your name. I think about the South Africans too. Grid Pros do a great job down there. They've got a good amateur program. Doesn't matter to us. Just let us know, and we'll try to make you part of this thing. Good stuff, KP. Big week. It's going to be a big couple of weeks for information and news for our sport. Glad to see all that stuff happen and all the cool things happening to help grow the sport.
Yeah, it's, joint efforts from across the globe, really trying to get everybody together and work things through and bring this sport to where it's heading right now with us. It's been growing forever, so we're going to keep pushing forward and bringing everybody else with us.
Sounds great, KP. Let's finish off by thanking our sponsors again, Sonesta Hotels, Buzz Clear, Yuengling Brewing, and hey, check out the Flight. That new Flight by Yuengling, that's a great light beer. 1764, Tech, Teak Claw, 4 Yards More, Perfect Hands, Shark Attack Golf, Groove, Catalyst, all of our partners. Thank you so much for being part of our family here at Ultimate Long Drive. KP, until next week, we'll be back with more Smash Factory.
That's right. See you on the grid.
See ya.